Yo, what's up, Purple? Let me just connect my Xbox controller here. Yo, what's going on, guys? Alright, let me just, actually, I'm gonna use the PlayStation controller. How are we all doing? Pretty good. Obviously, oh, hold on. I think my, what is it? There we go. Let me know if y'all can hear this shit correctly. Alright, PS5 controller. You feel wrong for my... Dude, I like Mario too, so you're definitely not wrong for feeling that way. Because I genuinely do think Nintendo has the best games out of the three, so I don't blame anyone for buying the Switch too. But just let me know if everything's good with the audio and all that, and I'm just playing some Twilight Princess. Yeah, that's how I feel as well, Never First, is I love the games. Like, I started out with Nintendo. The first game I ever got, well, the first system I ever got was the Wii slash GameCube to play, like, both of those games. Because obviously with the Wii, you got the GameCube games as well. And my all-time favorite game is Mario Galaxy 2. Along with Bloodborne and Borderlands 2. What's been going on recently? Basically, Nintendo has priced the Switch 2 very, very high along with the games. Bro, same. I had a DS as a kid, and I was one of the few guys who had a Wii U. Dude, I had a Wii U as well. The truth is, I think while the Wii U itself, like the system wasn't that great, I do think it had a lot of good games. Yo, what's up, McElfie? You wish you can get a Wii U? Well, it's pretty easy to emulate now that it's older. You kept breaking the Wii U, Never First? How did you manage to do that? Which Zelda game? This is Twilight Princess, the best Zelda game. You'd get the games and dump it on your PC if it wasn't for the fact it's all digital now. Well, I did it with Tears of the Kingdom, because when you play it on the Cemu emulator, you can go up to like 120 FPS. Yo, what's up, Switch? Your favorite is Ocarina of Time because you grew up on it. Second is Twilight Princess, then Breath of the Wild. I liked Breath of the Wild when it first came out as well, but I do think Twilight Princess aged the best. Despite Nintendo prices, do you think Nintendo games are still fun? I think they're the most fun out of all three of the big companies. I just don't like the pricing. Obviously, I do exaggerate in my videos a little bit for comedic effect. You don't emulate Switch games because my PC is weak and it can't run those? It really depends on the game. Because I know I got my Steam Deck to run some Switch games. Like, some it runs well and some just kind of run like shit. We're gonna see Super Mario Odyssey be ported to Windows 8 Metro or something. This is gonna be a hot take, but I don't think Mario Odyssey comes anywhere near Mario Galaxy or Mario Galaxy 2. That might be a fucking hot take. Where are you going with the... I forgot Epona. Twilight Princess is so based. fellow Twilight Princess enjoyer, fucking base, dude. Room temperature take? I don't know, a lot of people, like, I feel like overrate Mario Odyssey, especially compared to the other 3D Marios. Mario Sunshine? I really like Mario Sunshine, like, it was one of, like, especially as a kid, like, it was so hard for me to get my hands on a copy of it, because I had to buy secondhand, and I didn't know about emulation at the time. But I feel like some of the game just did not age well. And Wyvern can back me up on this with that one fucking mission where it's like you're going on a lily pad. Like, getting to that one mission is just pure AIDS. Yeah, Galaxy and Galaxy 2 are the GOAT. And that Chuckster mission is fucking AIDS, too. I think I gotta get the grass and blow on it, yeah. Or, yeah, the one where you gotta do, like, the little, like, it's like a pinball machine, and it's, like, super jank. Like, I love Mario Sunshine, but it is jank as fuck. My Mario Odyssey has a great start, but after New Donk City, it gets so boring. My issue with it is it just feels too easy. Now, I understand it's made for kids and all that, but, like, even the older Mario games, like Mario Galaxy 2 and Mario Galaxy 1, had some hard-ass levels. Why did I change my YouTube profile picture? It looks a little ugly compared to the old one. I kind of wanted to make an actual cactus. Would I say Astrobot Oh, absolutely fucking not. I think it's better than Mario Odyssey, but I don't think it's better than the old Galaxy games. Sunshine is my favorite 3D game. If you haven't tried Super Mario Eclipse, I've tried it. It expands Sunshine and makes the movement even better. I did have the OST for it. The OST is really good. You did a good job on it. But yeah, I've tried it. It's pretty good. Sonic Unleashed is... I don't know if I agree with that one. I forget where I have to go, because it's like, the last time I played through this game was 11 to 12 years ago. Let's get some rupees from these pumpkins. You can't enjoy Astrobot because you're not on PlayStation? Yeah, they should just port it to PC. I don't know why they don't. It's easy money for PlayStation. Hot take, Astrobot didn't deserve Game of the Year. I kind of agree with that. I think Space Marine should have gotten it. But that's just me. I guess it all comes down to if you prefer platformers or third-person hack and slash shooters. Yo, Hero Culture with the 5. Apparently Nintendrones think you need $800 to emulate Switch 2 games despite only needing a $640 PC to beat a PS5 Pro. Yeah, you can emulate the Switch pretty easily, especially with like a Steam Deck, or for me it's the ROG Ally is my kind of Switch emulation device. But appreciate the 5, man. Can I grab this chicken? No. Alright, let's see what's in here. Oh, guess not. Really hot take, Sonic Adventure 2 is my game of the year. When did that game come out? Have I heard of Super Mario 64 co-op? I have not, but if that is a way I can play Mario 64 with my friends, I am down to try it. I think it's up here, I gotta go. What port is this? Oh, this is Dolphin. Sneaky, remember I'm the only reason you got your crappy water and Little Caesars pizza in your cheap black apartment? Your autism and you being cheap can't even afford $100. Dude, speaking of Kabula, because I know that's who you're referencing, he hasn't been around in like 9 months now. I don't know what happened to him. Oh, I forgot the fucking horse. God damn it. Wii or GameCube? Oh, this is the GameCube version. I kinda wish he would come back and, like, rage in my comments, but yeah, it's not happening. I feel like he kind of realized I was milking him for content, and he just kind of disappeared. You can tell it's the GameCube version because the Wii version is mirrored to allow for motion controls. Wait, is that true? Because I played the Wii version as a kid, but I don't remember that. Because it's been so long, right? You'd totally enjoy Terraria. I have nearly 2K hours in it. Well, Wyvern here in the chat, we actually did a playthrough together. Remember that one fanboy who said you were like homophobic or something? Oh yeah, I can't remember what it was that I even said. Yo, what's up, sweet life of Dio Brando? What's my most played game? Borderlands 2 has a lot of hours, now that I think about it. Like, I must have at least 15 to 16 completions of that game. Doom Eternal or Borderlands 2 are probably my most played games of all time. Possibly Black Ops 3, but that's kind of modded, so I don't know if it's really fair to count it. Alright, I think I left the horse back there. Will I consider playing Evil West? I'll probably check it out. Maybe it was a Pokemon fanboy. It probably was. Because I remember now I got a lot of people angry. But can I just use the grass to call over the, I want to see if that works. Rainbow Six with 3 to 4K? I think my Black Ops 3 hours, and this is like kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's like 5 to 6,000. I feel like a fucking no-life saying that. But it is a game from like 10 years ago, so. Alright, let's see if I can summon the horse. Do I like any of the Metal Gear games? I like Rising Revengeance, I think it's called. That's my favorite one. I know someone with 21,000 hours. Dude, that's like years. You're scared to see how many hours you played Destiny? I used to love Destiny, but they kind of ruined it in my opinion. 21,000 hours is 2 years and 5... Jesus, dude. How do you even get that much time? My most played game is Mario Kart Wii. Had max score online when it shut down. I had a pretty decent score, but I was nowhere near max. But I had a lot of time on Mario Kart Wii. Alright, let's talk to this guy. I think I have to do a mini game here or something. I forget the controls, but... let's talk to him. Shit. Undertale is your favorite, and you have a lot in Splatoon 2? I like Splatoon 2, but I have more time on Splatoon 1. Okay, that was pretty easy. Alright, it's another one. Did something happen today regarding Nintendo? No, it's just one of my, like, fucking exaggerated thumbnails. Smash on Nintendo 64? I had more hours on a game called Project M. I don't know if any of you guys will remember that one. But it was a mod for Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I was one of the few people that actually modded a Wii to play that shit. Yo, what's up, Kelly? Alright, 4 more. How am I doing today? Pretty good. I've been up for like, I'd say 20-something hours at this point. Because I'm trying to get my sleep schedule fixed, because I gotta work on Wednesday. So, I just decided to stream to keep myself awake. You were up till 9 fishing on a golf course? I absolutely love fishing. What is one type of genre of games you don't see any more of? That's a hard one to answer, but you don't see many traditional hack and slash anymore. The Souls-likes have kind of overtaken them. GTA clones is another one, yeah. I don't really have high hopes for GTA 6, to be honest. I think GTA 5 was a lot worse than 4. That might be a hot take. Modding consoles is lit. On Vita, you can bypass the expensive memory cards. I modded the Wii U as well, quite a bit. Hack and slash, I think we got DMC5 most recently, maybe Bayonetta 3 too. I love DMC5. DMC5 was awesome. Love Hate Shop and PKGJ? I've heard of Hate Shop, but not the second thing that you said there. Let's save. I miss stealth games. Stealth games can be pretty good. It just kind of depends on if you pull them off right. The Switch 2 will have GameCube support. Yeah, it is pretty base. I just kind of wish they would make the GameCube controller work for every single game. Which, speaking of, I still have my original GameCube and GameCube controller. PKGJ is just Hate Shop on Vita? Okay, that makes sense then. Did I see the new Ninja Gaiden 4 footage? I saw it at the Direct and it looks really good. I'll definitely be checking it out. I used to know a guy that played Doom Eternal exclusively to play the Doom 1 and 2 games in it. Oh, he's missing out, because there's tons of custom WADs and shit you can play. Like, I played one earlier that was like a full-on, like, arcade adventure map on Doom 2. What was Sony thinking with their latest PS... Wait, they did an official PS5 price raise? Bro, no way. That is a fucking L, because back in the day, consoles got cheaper as the generation went on, but it feels like it's the opposite this generation. Which I guess is kind of because of the economy, but still. Have I ever played Project Brutality? I did, but I think I like Brutal Doom a little bit better. I like a Brutal Doom Purist mode. I'm not trying to pocket watch Griffin, don't get me wrong. I don't know why he feels the need to defend Nintendo so much. It's probably nostalgia. Like, I have a lot of nostalgia for Nintendo too, but, like, I do not like what they're pulling with the Switch too. Any chance I might stream Proteus? Yeah, probably sometime. I really enjoy the game, so... How come I changed my name? I never changed my name, I changed my profile picture. I modded my GameCube not long ago so I could play GameCube ROMs on it, so that's pretty cool. I still have my GameCube. How hard is it to mod? Because I might do that. I actually had 2 GameCubes as a kid. Let's see if I can smack this guy. So you're saying you aren't easy game? It's probably one of those like stupid YouTube glitches that they do. Where it'll like show someone else's channel. Dolphin works like gold, but you have 3 GameCubes? I wish I had 3 GameCubes, damn. Do I talk to this guy with the item? Or do I drop it? I don't even know what this item is. You think your most played game is Doom Eternal? You have 200 plus hours on it? I think I'm at like 300 for Doom Eternal. Or maybe that's 2016. But both are in the hundreds. Have I heard Switch 1 will be emulated on Switch 2? I have not heard that, but if I had to guess, it's likely because that's likely the reason why they don't have all the Switch 1 games on it at launch or whatever. You love 2016 so much? Me too, dude. Have I heard about the Switch Flash card? Not really, no. I only have 32 hours on Doom 2016. Well, to be fair, it's a very short game. It's just like with me personally, I just really enjoyed replaying it multiple times on the different difficulties and doing like challenge runs. Alright, doesn't look like there's much I can do in here. Is there anything over here, I guess? Nope. Alright, we can head back out. Have I played Mega Man 8-Bit Deathmatch? I only have very limited experience when it comes to Mega Man. I played it as a little kid and I absolutely sucked at it. Like, I don't even think I could beat, like, one of the levels if I tried. Super Mario Galaxy 1? Oh, 2, definitely. I like the hub world in 1 better, but I think 2 is the overall better game. Don't jerk off on stream again and you won't get banned like your last channel. Dude, I'm not DSP. It doesn't seem to be anything in here, too. Yeah, Galaxy 2 has Yoshi. What's my thoughts on AI art? I'm okay with it as long as you admit that you use AI to make it, and you don't, like, train it to copy other people's styles. Like, if you say, hey, I made this with AI and I think it's kind of funny, then it's like, whatever. But just don't be a dick with it. And don't train it to steal other people's stuff. Because there was, like, one AI thing, I think I posted it on YouTube. It was like this kid opening Saints Row for Christmas, and his parents behind him sticking the middle finger up at him. I thought that shit was fucking hilarious. Jaggle and Purgy, and Talo and Malo's house. You remember that? Yeah, it depends, but a lot of the times, like, I've tried to use AI before to see what it could create, and it'll just create some, like, random shit that I don't put in. Can I pet the dog? I can pick it up. Doom 2 master levels are true hell. I've played them, they're hard. Remember when a lot of channels made Fortnite rage comps? Why did they get so many views? Oh, people love anger on the internet. I mean, I used to watch a guy named Lyndon FPS, and it was like this bald dude that would smash his entire keyboard every time he died. That shit was like the funniest thing when I was 15. I don't know if you guys know who that is. Sounds like Wings of Redemption? Well, he's more skinny than Wings. Damn, I thought a yellow rupee was 100. It's only 10. Sometimes anger can make them go wild. But yeah, the thing is like it's a fucking game and like people are literally smashing their entire setups over it. Is that the guy who starts hitting his computer with a katana? I wouldn't be surprised if he did it, but I don't think it's the clip that I'm thinking about. That was a different guy. What if I hit the beehive? Are they gonna come after me? Anger is pretty funny to watch. Yeah, I used to watch another guy called Deller. And he would just like smash his shit too. Did I check this house yet? I don't think so. Oh no, I did. Okay. Opinion on Schedule 1. I've heard about it, but I haven't tried it. And I kinda wanna try it, because I've heard some, like, good shit about it. I honestly feel kinda bad for Wings of Redemption. He had some serious issues. I mean, I would feel bad for him if he didn't treat his audience like shit. Like, I'd feel bad for him and DSP if they weren't just, like, complete scum to their audience. But some people, they just don't want to be helped. I remember this one time a friend got angry at me because I recommended him to watch Bleach, as in the anime. They got mad at you for recommending an anime? Bro, some people are just too mad over anything. Opinion on people who play Madden, FIFA, 2K games, and nothing else. I know some people like it in person, and they're right on people in person. I just think they have bad taste in games. Okay, I can't get on the horse. Did they give me the fishing rod? Hold on. Okay, it's in her room. Have I played Doom Infinite? I think that's a mod. I might have tried it. I don't know. So what's the news about Nintendo for Nintendo Bros to freak out? Oh, basically just everything that's been happening over the past few weeks since the Switch 2 reveal. It's just more of a funny thumbnail than anything. Originally, I was going to use it for a video, but I scrapped it. I scrapped the entire video. Alright, let's see if I can find that fishing rod. Can I knock the shelf over, I wonder? No, I can't roll inside. I'm so excited for Dark Ages. Every time I listen to Infernal Chasm, I just get filled with immense happiness. I'm very excited for Dark Ages as well. I may possibly do a review. I don't know yet, though. I probably can't stream it because most likely I'm going to have to work that day because I'm just unlucky like that. Dark Ages looks mid. Highly disagree with that one. Did I pre-order it? Not yet. I'll usually pre-order like a day or so before it comes out. Would I rather give up Dark Ages or Night Rain? Oh, Night Rain for sure. I think Dark Ages would be better. Alright, where's that fishing rod? Maybe it's in one of the other houses. I believe Miyazaki was held at gunpoint when making that Switch 2 exclusive. I think it's timed exclusive. I heard somebody say that on Twitter, and now obviously it's a random Twitter user, so take it with a grain of salt, but I think it'll come to PC and Xbox and PlayStation afterwards. What games have I been playing lately? I haven't really been playing many games, to be honest, because I've been busy with stuff, but like most of the footage I use in the background of my videos is like a year old. But I've been playing a bit of Borderlands too. Because that's just kind of a game I come back to now and then. Maybe I gotta go up here. Which is better, Switch 2 or PS5 Pro? Well, I think the Switch 2 will have much better games. I just think it's overpriced. Thing is with the PS5 Pro is you can play everything the PS5 Pro has on the PS5. You can use the fishing rod in the fight against Ganondorf, assuming you're playing Twilight Princess. I am, I just don't know where the fishing rod is. Like, which house it's in. Let's get these 2 rupees. I think this might be the house. I do remember getting the fishing rod. It's just been so long. Okay, I can't get in there yet. Switch 2 with Mario Kart is 750 in Sweden. It is very expensive here in Canada. Because, like, our economy is kind of fucked. Kinda is an understatement. A cradle. I did have a cradle. Where did I put that cradle to? It'll be even worse if Carney gets in. Unfortunately, looking at the polls, it looks pretty likely. Okay, I just have to follow this character back to their house. You like Wind Waker better than this game? I mean, as a kid, I liked Wind Waker better than this game. I just think this game aged better. But for its time, Wind Waker is very good. The only thing I have against Wind Waker is those Triforce charts you have to do at the end. I don't know what they were thinking with those. Okay, there's the fishing rod. Yo, what's up, Umbreon? You can catch fish without bait, but it'll catch a larger variety of fish with bait, so I'm guessing I gotta get bait somehow. I'm gonna get some more rupees from these. Oh shit, I pissed them off. I forgot that these games, like when you destroy people's pots and shit in some areas, they get mad at you. I hated Tingle and Wind Waker charging 398 rupees per Triforce chart. I didn't even remember Tingle. Wasn't he in Majora's Mask too? Let's see if I can use the where is the fishing rod? I'm just gonna save now as well. Wii U version is better than GameCube and Wii version. I played Wind Waker HD, I really liked it. I don't exactly remember the differences though, because I was like 9 years old when I played Wind Waker, but... Let's see if I checked this house yet. Yep. Seeing what's happening with Marathon makes me see why COD will never have competitor, as games like X-Defiant, Battlefield, and even R6 to some extent tried and failed, so it will happen to Marathon. I just don't think Marathon really has any chance with its price tag. I think if they put it free to play, it probably would have had a chance. But that $40 price tag is going to give people the Concord PTSD for sure. Why are all modern games bad now from a gameplay perspective? I wouldn't say they're all bad. Like, I definitely enjoyed Space Marine 2 and Doom Eternal and some games like that, but a lot of it is that they're not actually focusing on the game itself, and they're more letting the graphics do all of the work. I think that is, like, one of the main issues. Like, you look back at games like this, the graphics can't really carry the game alone. The gameplay kind of has to do a lot of the work. I wonder if you'll let me in now that I delivered that cradle. Oh, shit. Uh-oh. Can I summon another goat? Is this my first time playing? Well, it's my first time playing since I was like 10 years old, so it's been so long that I just kind of forget everything. Do I feel like Xbox makes better games or PlayStation? I haven't really been a fan of either's outputs recently, to be honest. Even Nintendo, I don't feel like is as good as they used to be, but I think they're the best out of the three when it comes to like games themselves. There was goats coming from up this area, so I'm gonna check out what was going on. I feel like Doom the Dark Ages will be good though. I think there's many good modern games. I do think that many PvP franchises like COD have suffered greatly, though. Yeah, COD is just not what it used to be. Okay, he wants me to go talk to the young kids. I have a feeling AA and indie scene is more exciting. Oh, definitely. AA is kind of where I've been putting most of my time recently. That or older AAA. But with game development getting easier, obviously AA and indie studios can make more innovative and great games. You guys have PCs, I'm stuck with Xbox, can't afford anything, which means no mods. Well, to be fair, if I wasn't, like, you know, doing content creation, I definitely wouldn't be able to, you know, buy, like, a really good PC. Because the economy is really shit right now. But hey man, at least with Xbox, like the thing is you can play a lot of older 360 games. Some I'd recommend are Ninja Gaiden 2. I know you can buy the backwards compatible 360 version. I'd recommend obviously the Doom games. Let me think. Halo, obviously. There definitely are a lot of games you can play though. Even a few free-to-play ones are pretty good. Because for a while I only had an Xbox too, but I still found like a lot of really good games in there. It especially sucks in America with tariffs. Yeah, it's not great over here either in Canada. Alright, where are those young kids that said that Epona was, like, not able to be used? I forget. You thought I was American? Nope. Although I don't know if America's gonna buy us out as the 51st state. Can I use Epona now? Nope. Where are those other two kids to? There's two over here. A slingshot. You're paying $150 a week? God damn, dude. I'm sorry to hear that. That is an insane amount of money just for groceries. But, like, the groceries are very fucking expensive here in Canada, too, so it's like, I understand why you're paying so much. I went down to get a thing of chicken strips, and it was like 35 bucks. Is this the shop here? No, it's a house. Do I want Canada to become a state, or do you want it to stay independent? Ah, that's a hard question to answer. Your family spends $600 a week on groceries, Thunderstruck? Holy fuck. I'm guessing you're a bigger family then, if that's the case. Because that is an insane amount of money. And that's like, I'm guessing you're talking 600 American, too. Yeah, there's no way I'd be able to afford that. That's for a family of 5, so that's not even a big family either. Another thing I dislike about, like, modern, like, grocery shopping is a lot of the food is just processed garbage. So it's like stuff, like a lot of the stuff I just don't even want to put near my body. Yeah, at that point, I'd just be growing my own shit. We're 300 a month. It's just me and my mom. My dad died a long time ago, and my siblings are very old. I'm sorry to hear that, man. Can I throw this at the pumpkin? Oh, I can. Can't grow your own shit when you don't have a backyard? Yeah, that's true as well, now that I think about it. And growing shit takes time anyways. It does. I don't grow it at my house though. There's community gardens like where I live. I would show a picture, but I don't want to fucking dox myself. I'm somewhat lucky as I spend the equivalent of about $60 a week on my groceries. I get my shopping every 2 weeks. I live on my own for context. Damn, that is pretty good actually. Alright, I need the slingshot, but I forget where the shop is. Is this it here? Let's see. We'll try all the different houses. I think this one I've already been into. Am I using Dolphin? Yeah, I'm using Dolphin. I would play this on the Cemu emulator, but I don't have the remake of this game. I'm curious how things are in Europe right now. Well, I know a friend in Europe, and he told me they're not great, so... A lot of places in the world are struggling. Alright, so we tried that house. There was nothing in here. Let's try this one. Is this... Okay, there's a slingshot over there. But the lady's complaining about a cat. So I'd probably have to go get a cat. Oh yeah, the PS5 saw a price increase in Europe and Australia? Yeah, I remember when consoles used to get cheaper. Sadly, that's a thing of the past. Like, I remember back when shit got, like, really cheap halfway through the generation, and you could join in halfway through the generation, and you had so much shit to play, and you got a console at a discounted price. Sucks to say those days are gone. Like, I remember Fratanga was tweeting about it today. Alright, so I need a cat. But I forget how I go ahead and use the fishing rod. At this point, why even buy a console? Like, me personally, especially if I was on a budget, I would get, like, a lower-end Steam Deck and use it as an emulation device. And, like, hook it up to a TV so I could play, like, older games like this one here. Because I have this one on my Steam Deck, too. Yo, Mr. Hamster with the one. Appreciate it, man. Remember when you could get a GameCube for 50 bucks? Was that when it first released? Because I don't think I bought my GameCube myself. I think I got it, like, a little while after the Wii. I could have donated more if I wasn't Hey, don't worry about it, man. Any donation is really fucking appreciated. Any support, like watching the content, commenting, liking, it's all fucking appreciated, man. I am lost as to what to do now. I don't remember how to fish, and I know the woman complained about the cat. It was a few years after the GameCube released. I feel like part of that might be due to the fact that the Wii could play GameCube games. Okay, there's a cat here. There's a cat here. Can I grab it? That's fucking running away. There's a fish. Can I just jump in the water and grab the fish, I wonder? Nope. Are you gonna cover Harmon simping for the Switch too? I don't blame you if you don't. I don't know. I feel like it's just kind of expected that he would at this point. Alright, I need to find out how to use... Okay, so I got the fishing rod, but I don't think I talked to the girl that told me where the fishing rod was. Sungran Studios apparently had a mental breakdown over Fratanga criticizing his Switch. What did he say about it? Because I'd seen Frotanga's video on him. Okay, doesn't seem like it does much when I talk to her, despite her telling me where the fishing rod is. Let's try these 3 people over here. Finished Mirror's Edge today. First one. Should I get Catalyst? I've not played Mirror's Edge, but I saw gameplay and it looked really good, and I wouldn't mind using it for background gameplay now that we bring it up. But I'm gonna wait for a sale if I do buy it. Okay, well I've already did the, oh shit. I already did the thing where I call the bird and get the carriage, so... I'll try talking to the different characters. One of them will probably tell me how to use the fishing rod. Mirror's Edge physics engine might be annoying. I mean, Borderlands 2 did fine with it, so... Okay, that person doesn't seem to have any helpful tips. What about the one up here? Nope. If Catalyst has better gameplay, you might consider. Try going to my inventory, equipping it. Problem is, I don't really see it anywhere, so I don't know if it's somewhere else, or if maybe there's a button I haven't assigned. The problem is the RTX 50 series doesn't have 32-bit physics support, so as soon as you break the glass, the frame rate goes down from 600 FPS to like 20. Well, I can't afford a 50 series anyway, so I'm sticking with my 40. See if I can go in here. Just another reason not to touch. I have no interest in the 50 series. I think it's just overpriced. I watched some like gameplay footage of it compared to the 40 series, and it's just... I think it's just like the AI performance. I'm gonna go check the place where I originally got Epona, but... But yeah, I talked to a friend who tried some of the new graphics cards. They said you could use like a secondary card for physics. Like I have a 2070 somewhere. Apparently I could put that into my computer and use it as like a physics card. But the fact that you even have to do that is like so fucking wild to me. I don't think there's anyone here that I can talk to. But this is where I gotta go in order to go to, like, Hyrule Field. Which I would like to do. I'm gonna go ahead and save everything I've done so far, though. The year is 2006, you need a dedicated piece of hardware to run physics. The year is 2025, you need a dedicated piece of hardware to run physics. Also, let me know after if you guys want to see me switch over to like Mario Sunshine or something like that. Because I'd be willing to do it. Mario Sunshine's one of my favorites, so sure, switch over. Alright, I'll put a poll in chat. Mario Sunshine. Okay, well I spelled Twilight Princess wrong, but there you go. Switch to Galaxy 1. If I had it, I would. I do have it on the Switch, so maybe sometime I'll, set up my Switch on my, thing. But I have the 3D All-Stars collection, because I heard it would go up in a lot of value once I bought it, so... Alright, it seems like there's a lot of people who want to see Mario Sunshine, so... Yeah, we'll go to Mario Sunshine. There we go. Hopefully Nintendo doesn't find out. If I was a bigger channel, I probably wouldn't do it. But I do legally own these games, so... I own multiple copies of these games. I think I own like 3 fucking copies of Sunshine. I own the 3D All-Stars version, the GameCube version. Okay, so now that's 2 copies. It's too late, the Nintendo Ninja... Dude, I see them. They're literally watching me through my window. I'm gonna wait for the Minecraft movie to release on Blu-ray, then watch it at home while drunk off my ass. I'm kinda pissed off that succeeded. You can stream these games from your GameCube too? I need to find out how to do that, because I'd be willing to do a GameCube stream. Capture card? I have a capture card, but it's a Switch, Xbox One, Xbox 360, Series X kind of capture card. So I have no idea if that would work for the GameCube. Let's get Flood. I think you need a capture card that can accept Compose input unless you HDMI modded your GameCube. I'll try to find out how to do that, because I actually do have a lot of GameCube games and like Wii games and shit that I'd like to play. I want to play Mario Galaxy. I want to get another DS now that we talk about like old Nintendo consoles. Like, I know I can emulate on the Steam Deck, but it's not really the same thing, like, with the DS. Like, with the GameCube, you just emulate it, but with the DS, you kind of need the 2 screens for a lot of those games. You have a modded 3DS? I'm jealous. We'll have to go now. It was nice watching. No worries, man. Take care. I hate how it explains the game to me as if I haven't played through it hundreds of times. Love your videos? Thanks, man. Appreciate it. The 3DS is very easy to mod. I had a 3DS. I want to get another one. Because I sold mine. I was dirt broke at one point, so I had to sell it. I forget which button it is to, I don't think I have the button mapped. Hold up. Let me... Controller... Let's see if this does it. Okay, hold on. Having some technical difficulties here. What ends up happening is I try to do the, like, running and, Okay, so that's that move. If you were to say out of all the consoles, which is the best, the original DS, the DS Lite, the DSi and DSi XL, the 3DS and 3DS XL, the new 3DS and the new 3DS XL, 2DS and new 2DS XL, I really liked the new Nintendo 3DS XL, and that's because I could play all my DS and 3DS games, and it had a really good size. However, when the 3DS, like, itself was first really revealed, it was way too expensive, in my opinion. Let's see if this does. Okay, there we go. Can Nintendo fanboys even give one good reason for $90 games? I don't think they realize as well that the rest of the industry will follow through. Like, sure, Nintendo might not nickel and dime the well, they do, but, like, when it comes to the actual game, when it comes to, like, skins and shit like that. But what happens when every other company prices their game at $90, and then there's battle passes, and then there's $20 skins? Is 7 different versions of Skyrim too many? Dude, 2 versions of Skyrim is too many. The original one worked just fine. Skyrim sucks, IMO? I mean, I like Skyrim because it has a lot of different choices, but I definitely think if you were to play it nowadays, you should mod it. Emulation is the way to go if you want to get games Nintendo no longer sells. Same with, like, kiosk games and stuff like that. Like, you know those demos they used to have at the stores that were, like, special versions of games? You can actually play those, you just need an emulator. Sony and Nintendo are fighting to see who can fuck over the consumers the most. Oh, tossed Rockstar in there, too. Watch them with GTA 6, dude. Y'all get sales. I hate being a console user. I need to have a PC for PC games and emulation. To be fair, Xbox and PlayStation does get some pretty good sales. Like, I got Doom Eternal for like $7 on PlayStation. Or no, it was Xbox, I think. But when it comes to Nintendo, they never put their fucking games on sale. Like, I'd buy Mario Wonder if they put it on sale, but I'm not paying full price for it. Like, if they put it on a 30% sale, I'd go out and buy it, but... No, GTA 6 will be $100 for sure. After they seen what Nintendo did with the Switch 2, and the fact that, you know, people are still willing to buy it, they're absolutely going to price that shit at $100. And then the rest of the industry is going to follow. Because the thing is any of these companies can make up some bullshit reason as to why they think their game is worth $100. They could say that AC Shadows has 2 main characters, so that's double the amount of storytelling, and price that shit at $100 if they wanted to. People would defend them. Tossing Activision? Oh, Activision's been fucking us over since... I remember Activision saying, oh, it's cosmetic only when it comes to the Black Ops 3 supply drops. There won't be any pay to win. Then they started with melee weapons that were better than the base melee weapons. Then it was like guns and launchers and everything in the game. The best shit was all behind literal fucking gambling. It was insane. Fuck Activision, dude. I'll never forgive them for ruining that game. Okay, well, I changed my keybind again, so... Let me just... There we go. Dual dude, as someone who used them, they were AIDS. I got them out of like a common drop, and I absolutely abused that shit. They even got the fucking zombies with, like, the loot box shit. Oh, save states are awesome. I don't blame anyone for using them, especially in older, like, SNES games. Which, if you guys want to see me play, I don't know what games I actually have on my emulator. I think I have Yoshi's Island 2, I think it's called. I don't remember the name of it, but it's a really good game. I have it on my SNES emulator. I do have a 60 FPS patch on this game. Is he gonna peep out of the water? Okay, no, I gotta spray him first. Why are indie games so much better than a lot of AAA? Well, they're cheaper, they're made with passion, and they know that they can't just slap a popular title on it and immediately sell. They actually have to make something good. Put Ubisoft in that category of horrible AAA comp. Oh, I agree. I think they got in a lawsuit for The Crew recently, and they're trying to defend it. Like, taking it from people. Yeah, co-op and zombies got fucked by gobblegums since people kept dashboarding the second they go down. Dude, I was literally one of the people that did that, but I agree. It's like the game literally rewarded you for dashboarding every time you died. So it's like, why wouldn't you do it? But I always played it on PC modded anyway, so... Like, I could just mod in whatever. Like, if I wanted to use gobblegums, I just mod them in. Fuck Activision, I'm not paying them money for that shit. Oh, he's running away again. Shit. I did look at chat and he ran away from me. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. I remember the crew situation was a while ago, but they got in a lawsuit for it recently, so like that's still going on. Apparently more COD games are coming to Game Pass. I hope they do, but you know damn well they're not gonna go back and fix the hacking issues in MW2 2009. You know they're not, like, I remember when they put Black Ops 3 on PlayStation's, like, Plus catalog, they didn't fix the God mode glitch. So one of their literal PS Plus premium games has people going around in fucking God mode. And they could easily fix it by just, I don't know, banning the accounts or something, doing it. World at War is amazing. If that game comes to Game Pass, play it. Speaking of the Switch 2, it's affirming my purchase of my new PC so hard right now. Hopefully it's easy to emulate. That's what I'm hoping. Like, I've heard it might use the same emulators the Switch 1, which I hope is the case. But knowing Nintendo, they probably like created a whole new engine just so that doesn't happen. I forget where I have to go in this mission, but hot take, I know Cold War has one of my favorite zombie modes. I liked Cold War. Like, I don't like it as much as BO3, but I definitely had a lot of fun unlocking the Dark Aether camo on it. It was cool that there was, like, a zombie-specific camo grind that wasn't too, like, over the top. Oh, so the CPU is the same. Okay. BO6 Zombies is mid as hell. It's not even like the game itself that I take such big issue with. It's the fact that I can't play it without connecting to Activision's shit fucking servers. Like, the way COD worked before Black Ops 6 is you would just use a tiny bit of internet connection in order to save your stats. So you could play zombies with very shit connection and you would never lag. You just needed the internet to save data. But what they decided to do with Black Ops 6 is make it so you have to connect to their server to play the game at all, even if you're playing by yourself. Which, why the fuck would you do that? And people defended it. It's like, dude, fanboys are so fucking stupid. Did any of you hear Spyro 4? I've not heard that Spyro 4 is in development, but hopefully it's good. Because I like 3D platformers. 3D platformers, for the most part, are just pure gameplay experiences. Which I like. Main issue I had with zombies, besides Forced Online, is that every match feels the damn same, while in World at War Black Ops 4, every match felt different, even on the same map. I liked Black Ops 4 zombies. Like, I know it was different and they tried different shit, but I didn't mind it. I saw your live stream of it, Thunderstruck. You were playing solo and literally falling through the map, and people in your comments were saying, well, that's your fault for having internet. It's like, bro. It's like some people really don't get it. Black Ops 6 seconds of input lag. The only modern Call of Duty I liked was MW 2019. Search and Destroy was peak in that game. I mean, you could shit talk on that game too and they wouldn't ban you. The voice chat in MW 2019 Search was super fun because you could get lobbies of like 12 people where everyone talked to each other. And it got super competitive. Forgot about... Oh, shit. I forgot Piranha Plant shoots those little balls of goop at you in this mission. Yeah, I never got comm banned in 2019. I would literally like, eat chips into my mic and be muted by the entire lobby, so... But now, it's like, if you do too well, people can actually report you and get you banned, even if you're not even talking at all, which is insane. It's because, like, the report system is so just busted. No Name here, the streamer I made fun of, later admitted that I was right all along about Forced Online. Yeah, fanboys know they're wrong, they just want to run damage control. They just don't like the company they look up to being criticized. Like, even if they know that what you're saying is correct. Apparently, Alyssa Mercante is trying to game end her lawsuit against Smash JT by joining the chat of Smash's livestream to make notes. Yeah, that livestream, or that lawsuit is just going to be laughed out of the courtroom. That's not going to go anywhere. Yeah, I love this cutscene. I love Tony Hawk games for the reason that they play like 3D platformers from the early 2000s. The only skateboarding game I ever played was Skate 3, but I'd be willing to play Tony Hawk once they release those two remakes or whatever they are, because it does look fun. And I think you can get like a Doom outfit, which, you know, I definitely will be buying as a Doom fan. I think you gotta ground pound this guy, if I remember correctly. Yep. I wonder if the Switch 2 Pro controller is compatible. No, that would be pro consumer. You know damn well it's not happening. Modern gaming companies will do anything to nickel and dime you. It's the reason you can't use PS4 controllers on PS5. Well, at least not on PS5 versions of games. It'll tell you gotta use like a PS5 controller. It's like, bro, they are definitely doing that to sell more controllers. Because haptic feedback can literally be fucking turned off. I think the Joy-Cons will... Oh, definitely. I don't know if there's even a way to fix that, but I know they can use like the Hall effect things if they get like the license to it. Because I don't think Nintendo owns Hall effect. Like some guy owns it and he'd have to like license it. Once Doug Bowser said if you can't afford a Switch 2, buy the Switch 1, a lot of folks immediately thought of the Xbox One with Don Matrick. That's the first thing I thought of. Apparently the GameCube controller only works with GameCube games and no Switch games, and the GameCube games are only available with NSO, so the GameCube controller is paywalled behind NSO. They should develop a GameCube controller that you can just play on Switch 2 games, because you can literally buy third-party ones out there that do just that. Speaking of GameCube controllers, I don't know if anyone here knows, like, how this sort of thing would work, but is there any way, because I have a legitimate GameCube controller, is there any way I could hook that up and play Mario Sunshine with a GameCube controller, I wonder? Because that would be fun to do. Am I emulating? Yup. How do I get in there? Because I hear the shine in there. Yeah, the Switch 2 menu does look like the Switch 1. I don't really like controllers, but my Xbox 360 is your favorite controller. I love the I actually thought of buying like a sealed Xbox 360 controller a while back. I think there's a few shrines I can get, like, or shines I mean, in the starting area here, like not inside of a level. But I just forget where most of them are. Let's get this as well. Yeah, the welcome tour should have been free. Because even back when I got a Wii U in like 2000, when did that come out? Alright, I'm gonna actually kill this thing over here and unlock the next world. But I remember back when I bought the Wii U in 2000, I think it was 13? It's been a long time, but I remember it came with a game called Nintendo Land, which was basically that game's Switch 2 tour. And you got it free. And I think it was actually like a game where you got a case too, like you got a physical release of the game. And there was so much in that game, like there was actual soul in that game too. Reggie is mad at welcome tours, but I don't blame him. I heard he's pretty mad over the Switch too. I wanted I would have loved a new 3D Mario, but I don't know, like, it takes them so long to release a 3D Mario nowadays, when they used to release them a lot more often, I feel like. Like, Mario Galaxy and Mario Sunshine were only, like, 5 years apart. Mario 64 was... when did that one come out? But I feel like they were a little more common back in the day. Mouse controls look cool for Metroid Prime 4, but I'm not buying a Switch 2. That is a cool idea. I still don't think it's worth the price, though. You wanted a new Donkey Kong game for ages, but you don't feel good about Bonanza? I wanted them to make another 2D one, because Tropical Freeze was extremely underrated. Now, not underrated to the point where I think they should have resold it for more than they originally sold it on the Wii U, but still underrated. I don't know if anyone remembers that, because I think I covered Harmon Smith saying that we should thank Nintendo for making the price the same as it was on the Wii U. Oh shit, I can't grab it in midair. Oh shit. I think Harmon is a horrible delusional person, like the guy must be on something. I don't know, I feel like part of him, like now, like especially, like I kind of noticed this after the video he made on Shadow of the Erd Tree. Like I feel like he's playing into a character a little bit. Like I genuinely do think he is a Nintendo fanboy, but I think he plays up his opinions a bit. Because there's no way, like in that video, he's being serious, where he said, I mean, I'm in my mansion playing Monkey Ball while people in their parents' basements playing Shadow of the Erd Tree. Like, well, he literally has a door behind him with, like, no door frame or something. There's, like, a cloth over it or something like that. Like, I feel like he's trolling a little bit. But yeah, he did make that book, too. Also, if you look back at his older videos, he was a lot more, like, calm and collective. Like, he was still a fanboy, but... Is the book good? I mean, it's by Harmon, so probably not. I've heard, like, I've seen some of the reviews. I've ever played Fallout New Vegas? I have. Yes, I think it's pretty good. Harmon made a book? Oh, yeah. Ever played Pikmin 3? I had it on the Wii U, yeah. Have I played Kirby in the Forgotten Land? No, I've not played that one. Do I think it's going to be another Wii U situation? There's a chance. Because I don't know how many people remember the 3DS/DS situation, but I feel like that's more of the likely outcome, where they just do a price drop. Because consoles, for the most part, are sold at a loss, but the Switch 2 isn't. It's sold at a loss in Japan, but not in the US. I don't know how to get inside of that cage there. Yeah, I got the 3DS when it got a price drop, I'm pretty sure. Yo, what's up, Xavier? I remember $60. I remember when games were cheaper than that. Back in my fucking day. I do kind of miss, like, the 3DS and DS dedicated handhelds, because I think I remember games being a lot cheaper for those. They're like $40. And you actually got a lot of content in some of those. So it sucks to see them just kind of abandon that. What's this mission called again? The hills. Okay, I think I remember this one. I gotta go into the cave over there. I don't know when I bought a game for $60 or more. I'm fine with waiting and I have a backlog. Last game I bought for full price was Space Marine 2. And I don't think I wasted money on it, because I definitely got, like, I think I got, like, I don't know, 50 or 60 hours out of it, because I did a lot of the multiplayer, too. And I'm gonna pay full price for Dark Ages, but... Besides that, I don't really see much that's worth spending 60, or not 60, it's now 70, possibly 80 in the future dollars for. Can I ground pound these? Just bought MPJ. I have no idea what that is. Damn, that's embarrassing. I'm actually thinking of what I should play next. Any suggestions for puzzle games? I don't know if I'd consider Zelda a puzzle game, but Twilight Princess is pretty good. But I'd play Portal. Portal's pretty good. I love paying for Discord. Thank you, Nintendo. Yeah, they're only like how many years late? When did Discord even come out? I think it was like 2016. Oh my... Bro. I always sucked at these missions. Yeah, it's like literally single-digit frame rate FPS. And they came out and said it's because they don't want the games to run bad. But at that point, why even have it there if it's going to be like 5 FPS? Like, it's just kind of a slap in the face at that point. I'm not even gonna risk that one up. I wonder how game chat's gonna go now that you bring up the Riot Shield thing, Thunderstruck. I wonder how much you're gonna be allowed to shit talk on their fucking voice chat. Am I a star or a flag fan? I like the stars. Mario Kart World should have been cross-gen. I agree, but they're not gonna do that because they want to sell the Switch too. Unfortunately. I don't know, I'd get Mario Kart to shit talk if they put it at a discount. Can't wait to get a PC built. I like my Xbox with paid on. They need to get away with paid online. Like, it's an archaic practice at this point. There is no reason to have paid online when you literally buy the games. I think there's a piranha I can do over here too. I hope the Switch 2 has Sonic Adventures. I do too. Griffin was defending $80 games. What was his defense? I saw there was videos by his Clips channel where he was like defending it, but I never really watched them. Speaking of Reforge, I probably will be covering him very soon. Because he made a stupid statement. We basically had a meltdown over emulation on livestream. He basically said, who cares if emulation is legal because Nintendo's terms of service don't allow it, or something like that. As if some terms of service overwrite the law. Which is a fucking insane thing to say. He said it will price the normies out. Yeah, but the normies, like, I kind of consider myself a normie. But we're kind of like most of the gaming market. Like, when it comes to, like, the revenue in gaming, most of it comes from the quote-unquote normies. And Nintendo has always been a very casual company. So remove those quote-unquote normies and 90% of their revenue is gone. Get on your knees and apologize. Dude, that fucking Ubisoft video I made where the guy literally said, get on your knees and apologize to Ubisoft was insane. Like, not just apologize, but get on your knees and apologize. I'll probably do one mission here and we can switch to another game. Because I do have other games on emulators. He also said he would spend $1,000 on FF7. I wouldn't even spend that much on Doom. Like, not even Doom Eternal. Not even if they bundled every Doom game together. I wouldn't even spend that much on them. Sunshine's Hub World. I like some of the levels. I do think some of them aged pretty poorly, but I remember there's a glitch you can do with these and, like, send yourself flying into the air. Let's see if I remember how to do it. Oh, you can't kill these guys, can you? I don't think I remember how to do it. What's this mission again? Sandcastle Secret. Okay, so that's probably, if I remember correctly, over this kind of way. What is this? Do I have a Wii? Not anymore. I sold mine. Not the reflections rendering in late. I mean, I can forgive it for this game, because this game is older than I am. But yeah, it definitely shows its age, especially with some of the missions. What does this guy have to say? Sunshine's levels are goated. I mean, some of them are pretty bad. Like that one pachinko mission and that one with the lily pads. And that one where you have to move a watermelon. But besides those, I do enjoy most of the levels. I can't remember what I have to do exactly. Yeah, Nintendo fanboys do snort hard on nostalgia. It's like Sony fanboys snort hard on graphics. And The Last of Us, after they do 16,000 re-releases of it. Can I kill this guy? Was Super Mario DS basically Mario? There was a Super Mario 64 DS game that I had that was actually a pretty crazy remake because it kind of flipped the way the game worked on its head. What do Xbox fanboys snort? Game Pass? Yeah, pretty much. A lot of, like, I enjoy Game Pass and I definitely, you know, play a lot of the games that go on there, but a lot of Xbox fanboys will They will basically defend any game, even if it's lackluster, by saying, but it's in Game Pass, even though they sell the game separately for $70. So that isn't really a defense. That's kind of their, like, copium. I've seen them do that a lot. Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. That was close. Bro, this is rough. Okay, we got it. Let me see what other games I actually have on, I have Mario Kart Wii, so I could switch to that after. Game Pass is good, but overwhelming when you already have a backlog. Yeah, if you have a backlog, I wouldn't really bother, but... yeah, you definitely don't own the games. Like, for me, I enjoyed Ninja Gaiden 2 Black on it, but, like, it's not a game that I would actually buy, because I would just buy the original on the, backwards compatible 360. That guy who worked at IGN that said the SpongeBob game was... wait, what? There was a guy at IGN that couldn't beat SpongeBob? Are you serious? Which game I don't know. I haven't really played any SpongeBob games, but I can't recall them being that hard. Like I think I played a couple of them, but I can't see a SpongeBob game being too hard for a game reviewer. Can I? Okay, there. That's the glitch. Yep, still works just like it did on the GameCube. But I think on the GameCube one time I managed to get that shit to happen for like half hour. This game had a lot of glitches in it that you could do. That were like, you'd have to go out of your way to do them, but they were super cool. Can I get on here? Oh, there's 3. Oh shit, okay. That doesn't send them off? Balance has shifted, now it's... okay, let's fucking send them off then. God damn it, move. Pikmin 2? I don't know if I've had Pikmin 2 for the GameCube. I remember that. I got it for Christmas one year as a kid. I would like to play it again, though. I wonder if there's like a re-release I can play, because I don't still have my copy of it. It's on all games are on the Switch. Emulate? That's fair, yeah, I could just emulate it. I remember I had it for the GameCube and it was super good. Can I... Yeah, I can't parkour off the tree. The only Nintendo game I really actually liked was Luigi's Mansion or Smash Ultimate. I used to play a ton of Luigi's Mansion as a kid. It was a super short game, too. Like, you could get through it in, like, I don't know, I think it was like 4 hours. But it was super fun to replay. I need more water, so... Favorite GameCube? Oh, Smash Melee. I actually played in tournaments on that as a little kid. No, I absolutely sucked because I was like, I don't know, 10 years old, but... I used to love going to tournaments on, Smash Melee. I had Double Dash as well, that one was really fun. I have that one on my PC, so we could play that one after. I was never into Smash Bros. I do like Brawlhalla. I've heard the name Brawlhalla before, but I'm not sure what it is. The King Kong game on PS2 and Xbox is an underrated for a movie game. If you ever get the chance to play it, I think there's a PC version too. I mean, it's probably abandonware at this point, so... What do I think of the new Donkey Kong game? I mean, the gameplay itself looks fine. I don't like the look of Donkey Kong, though. I think he looks like he's on drugs. Brawlhalla controls better. I'd have to try it. Alright, I'm gonna put a poll in the chat real quick. There we go. I hope the Switch 2 is easily moddable. I do too. But, I mean, knowing Nintendo, they're gonna make sure that shit is not moddable. I also hate the inflation argument. Gaming back then had a small audience, it was experimental and new/harder to develop, so of course it was expensive. Here's another thing that I see a lot of people say, well, oh, games were, like, adjusted for inflation, it's fair, and all that kind of shit. Back in the day, a game was released, and you got the full game, and you fucking owned it, too. There was no such thing as DLC, there was no microtransactions, and you owned the game. And it was a lot more expensive to develop because of the physical cartridge. So this whole idea that, you know, games are fair priced because inflation is just bullshit. Also, gaming was more niche back then, so the games wouldn't sell as many copies, so they had to price them higher. Alright, double dash won that vote, so we'll switch to double dash. There we go. We'll do 100 CC. My favorite character to play in this was Mario and Luigi for sure. And I'll go this cart right here. We'll do the Star Cup. There better be some good Sonic games on the Switch too, or I'm not buying it. To be fair, Sonic might start putting their games, or Sega, I mean, put their games on PC, because they had a Sonic Generation. What was that game called that came out this year that was pretty well received? I forget the name of it, but I think it did pretty good, so. What's the bad news today? Oh, it's just one of my funny thumbnails that I was going to use for a video, but I scrapped the entire video, so I decided to use it on a live stream. Basically, the bad news is basically everything over the past few weeks that's been coming out. Yeah, most modern Sonic games are on Steam. I wouldn't mind to see a Sonic 06 release. I'd play that on stream just because it would be fucking funny. Like, that was like a notoriously bad game when I was a kid that everyone used to, like, shit on, was Sonic 06. But I don't know where I can get my hands on a copy of it, because the emulation, I think it's 360 emulation, so it's a bit janky. But I would like to buy like a legitimate copy, even if it's for like a 360, because I could just use my capture card for it. But then I'd have to buy a 360 as well. So. Oh, 2 for 1, let's go. And I go in first place? People forget the consoles back then were cheap. I do remember, especially with like consoles like the DS, those were dirt cheap. Project 06? What is that? Is that like a PC port? Because I know people are like recompiling games to run on PC now. Sonic 06 port on PC. I might have to check that out, because that would make for a funny stream if I were to play through that full fucking game. God damn it, I lost my mushroom. Yeah, this course is pretty rough. You might hunt down a 360. Wow, okay. You might hunt down a 360 port? I'd like to own a physical copy of it. Like, games that are notorious for, like, some reason, I'd like to own a copy of. Just because they might become extremely either valuable in the future, or they're just cool to have. Like, I kinda wish I bought a physical Concord copy. Because it would just be funny to have on my shelf. And it might go up in value someday. wonder what would happen if you put in a Concord disc now. Like if it would tell you that it's shut down, or you'd go to the title screen or whatever. You have one right now? I'm guessing they're gone up in value. Finding a 360 isn't hard. Yeah, I might buy one. I might get a PS3 as well. I want to get like one of the back compat PS3s. I remember when Sony made their console worse on purpose so that people couldn't mod it. Like, I think they took the backwards compatibility out of the PS3. Which was so fucked. Man, that item is so good. It's like borderline broken. No! He's gonna pass me. No, you asshole! Do not... Oh, dude, no. You're fucking kidding. No way. Of course they wait until the end of the race to pull that bullshit. Wow. Okay. And I'm not even in first place anymore. Yeah, of course it's fucking Wario. I'm thinking of getting a Meta Quest 3 for my PC. Have you used VR before? I have a Quest 3. It's pretty fun, but it can be hard on the head. My favorite game on it is Blade and Sorcery, for sure. Especially when you play with the mods. Doom 3 is also a great game to play on VR. Same with Half-Life 1 and 2. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. Another good game on Quest 3, I can't remember the name of it, but it's like this cartoony game where it's like super gory, but it's like cartoony at the same time. Kinda reminds me of Borderlands. Which you can play that one in VR, but I've heard bad things about it. Your favorite VR games are Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes? I've not heard of those. Or maybe it's one game with just the longer name, I'm not sure. But I'll probably search those up. There's a VR mod for Cyberpunk and Red Dead 2. That's awesome. I seen one for not Red Dead 2, Left 4 Dead 2. But apparently it can get you banned, unfortunately. One game, long name. I'll search it up. Because I've been looking to use my Quest again. Payday 2 is playable in VR? I have Payday 2, but I've never played it. It was on sale for like literally $2 on Steam, so I was like, why not? I've heard good things about it, so. I'm just getting hit with every item in the game at this point, man. Alien Isolation also has a VR mod? As someone with 2K hours in that game, it's worth playing. I had a friend who was really into that game when he was a kid. I've heard great things about it. Yeah, Half-Life 1 and 2 has VR mod. Actually, Half-Life 1 you can play on your Quest with no PC. I'm pretty sure Doom 3 is the same way. Same with Doom 1 and 2. Which Doom 1 and 2 in VR is super fun. Because you can play, like, brutal Doom in VR, which is fucking awesome. I love this map, by the way. I think it was on the Wii as well, if I remember correctly. Damn, bro. There's a shortcut you could do over here where you... Damn, bro. I am not driving well right now. There's a shortcut you could do where you just, like, skip that entire turn there. There's no M avoiding. Okay, never mind. That was close. There's a mod that turns any Unreal Engine 5 game into a VR game if you know what you're doing. I feel like a lot of them would run pretty bad, though, given Unreal Engine 5's optimization problems with a lot of devs. But it would be cool to revisit in the future once hardware gets a little bit better. I want to actually win the race, because then I'll unlock the new cup, like the special cup or whatever it's called, with Bowser's Castle and the other Rainbow Road and whatever course. Can't remember the other ones that it would give you. Don't you get motion sick? I do get motion sick with some VR games, especially when they have bad frame rates. That's just something you kind of get used to over time. Like, it's gotten better the longer I've used VR, but it definitely is rough at first. Especially if you have a weak stomach. Oh shit, first place. Okay. Please don't blue shell me. Well, second place. You don't get sick? Oh, you'll enjoy VR then. I believe if the Switch 2 flops, it might force Nintendo to finally port their games. I wish, man. But the truth is Nintendo has so much money from the old days that they could probably go for another 50 years just not releasing anything and be fine. Oh, name entry. Hold on. Let's see if they let me do this. You spent 2 years in VR? Yeah, you'd get used to it by that point. Did I unlock the new cup? Did not. It's unfortunate. Do I have it unlocked on 50cc, I wonder? No, I don't have it there either. Alright, I'm gonna put another poll in chat. Mario Kart Wii or yeah, Kirby Air Ride was super good back in the day. I put 2 more games in the chat. What do I think of cassette beasts? I'm not sure what that is. Okay, Mario Kart Wii is at 93%. We'll do that one. How jank? It is very jank, but it's also very fun. So, well, you can play Mario Kart Wii with the GameCube controller, so. UE4 was a good choice for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 3+4. Oh, there was this time I was 10 or something. Anyway, I got off a long flight to Florida and felt like I was going to puke, but I didn't. I've been to Florida before. It's a really nice place. But I've never gotten sick from flights. It's only been VR. Yo, what's up, friendly dork? Let's do... We'll do this one. Why not? 113 for a Nintendo game is absolutely absurd. I did the calculations. If games go up to $90 in Canada, games will be $148 after all the taxes. Which is just too much for a game, man. Games should not be crossing the $100 mark. Which, once games went up to $70, that's when they crossed them over in Canada after tax. Tears of the Kingdom was $106. Space Marine 2 was around $106. Which I just think that's too much. The only time you got sick in VR is when you found a glitch that made you spin very fast. That's understandable, I guess. That would probably make me throw up. Oh, that was a nice snipe. Yeah, Nintendo removing Ryu and Ryu Jinx and Yuzu definitely didn't help them. I remember fanboys sat there and defended that as if it was a good thing that the games could no longer get mods and stuff for it, and performance patches and all sorts of, you know, community content. I can barely afford last-gen games, currently saving up for Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, but it's 105 Canadian post-tax. Yup, that's about what I pay as well. It fucking blows. Damn, okay, I hit Yoshi anyway. You know what? Maybe it's a good thing I wasn't in first place. Yo, what's up, Aether, I think is how I say that? I apologize if I'm butchering that name right now. It really feels like you're in the game. Probably a stupid question, but I've never really used VR before. It does feel like you're in the game, like, a lot. Like, especially Blade and Sorcery, where you're actually fighting the guys and, like, ducking and dodging in real time. Yo, I love your videos. I appreciate it, man. I love this level here, this map. I forget which game it's even from, but I just love the art style in the background. Damn, I hit none of those? Lucky. I need to switch to PC, but I don't want to leave the 360 behind. Well, I mean, you can always keep your 360. Because the thing is with PC is a lot of 360 games like Dante's Inferno and stuff like that, you still can't play on PC without an emulator, which Dante's Inferno doesn't run great on emulator. But yeah, I would definitely keep your 360. I regret selling mine. You gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. That's straight up bullshit. You're keeping yours for some 360 games? You can play some on the Series X, but you don't get every 360 game. That's why I'd keep the 360. Also, it will go up in value over time, because it's a classic console. I want one, but I'm not paying fucking DK oldies like 60 bucks for that shit. Damn, bro. Really gonna do this to me? Come on, give me a bullet bill. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Wind Waker HD should have got a port to Switch too. I agree. AC, you're waiting for Kingdom Come to go on sale. You bet it's worth full price? I don't know. I don't feel like any game is really worth, like, the full $70. Like, even Space Marine 2, as much as I loved it, I feel like that's just a bit much for a video game. I wonder if I can still win the cup, even though I had that massive fumble. It's 60 USD? Yeah, after taxes in Canada, it's like 105, so I just assumed it was like 70. Piracy is huge in Canada due to the economy. Like, all my friends that I know just pirate at this point. Aw, fuck off. Not again. You pirate everything? I don't blame you. Economy's in a shit state right now. Gaming is more expensive than before. I don't blame anyone for doing it. You had a Falcon motherboard 360 that red ring? The red ring was so common. I don't know how I never got one of those things. Because I would play that shit for long periods of time. Now, I live in a cold area, so maybe that was part of it, but I somehow never ever red ringed. And I had that 360 for years. What's my GPU and CPU? My CPU is a 14900KF and the GPU is a 4070. I mainly have the CPU for video editing. That's why I went way higher on the CPU than GPU. Damn, I can't see very well with that sludge on my screen. Using Ryzen 9 9950 X3D. I heard that was really good, and 4080. Yeah, 4080 is good too. I wouldn't go to 50 series though. Half of the popular Switch emulators aren't going to make ones for the Switch too. Yeah, because they're going to get struck if they do. You know how Nintendo is with emulators. That was close. I thought you said you had a Slim at one point? A 360 Slim? Or I might have had an Xbox One, whatever the Slim model of that was. Because I did have like a very slim version of the Xbox One. Yeah, I had that one. I had the Xbox One S. It was super cheap at the time, so I just decided to pick it up. Favorite Soulsborne? Dark Souls 3. Which, funnily enough, it's the only one I don't own on Steam. Now, if it weren't for the 30 FPS cap, Bloodborne would be my favorite. So I guess when it comes to the actual game itself, I do like Bloodborne better, but I do like Dark Souls 3. Like, just because it has the really good frame rate and, in my opinion, the best bosses. I'd say the highest quality one is Sekiro, though. Like, I don't think that's really even a debate, for the most part. How did I not get hit by that? You like Sekiro more than... I don't blame you. I think the Sekiro is a higher quality game. Dark Souls 1 is really good. Lies of P I never finished, so I wouldn't know, like, the overall quality compared to a lot of Souls games. I had an Xbox One, but it stopped working, so I switched to PS4. It's probably because I had the launch Xbox One. I never had the launch Xbox One. I think I got the PS4. Well, no, I got the Black Ops 3 limited edition PS4. So I think that was the launch version, yeah. I think the reason I didn't get the Xbox One is because they had this, like, camera thing on it that I didn't like, that you had to get. And there was, like, the always online. Oh, I hate this power-up. If you get that when you're not near anybody, it completely screws you over. Does make you faster, though. Yeah, the Xbox One S did kind of redeem the Xbox One, but by that point, a lot of other people had already switched over to PlayStation and didn't look back. Which is unfortunate, because I did like the latter half of the Xbox One generation. Like, you could get one for dirt cheap. The launch of the Xbox One does kind of remind me of the Switch, too. What do I think of deserts in games? I think they're really cool. PS3/Xbox 360 was the last good generation of console gaming. I mean, I liked some of the stuff on the Xbox One/PS4, like Dark Souls 3 and Bloodborne, for example, and Sekiro. But, yeah, I definitely think that was the last, like, genuinely great generation. I don't think they really ever reached the peak of the 360. I like the 360 better than the PS3, but the PS3 had free online, which was cool. I just like the 360 controller so much better, personally. GameCube games still look good? They do. Even in their native resolution, they're not that bad looking. And like the Wii games still look good too. Oh, I love this course. Are you fucking serious? No way I got hit by that, bro. Ever listened to Vocaloid? No, I've not heard of that. Oh, Galaxy definitely still holds when it comes to graphics. And apparently the soundtrack, the guy who made it wasn't satisfied the first time, so he literally remade the entire soundtrack. Like, that is something you don't see in gaming anymore, somebody with that much passion. Maybe on the indie side you might see it, but especially not in AAA. Yeah, the Wii did have a lot of untapped potential, but I do genuinely enjoy a lot of the games that the Wii had. I just think the motion controls for some of the games aged pretty poorly. I missed the star, dude. Now he's gonna grab it. Oh wait, no, never mind, maybe not. Luigi sending blue shells is so... Is it him sending them, though? Oh my god, dude. This is pissing me off. Luigi's usually the biggest pain in Mario Kart games. Or Bowser. I found Bowser used to be annoying, too. Oh, I like this course. As a kid, I would always try to get on top of that boat. And once I finally did it, I just flipped through it. Like, I would try to, like, do, like, these glitches with the jump. Yeah, it was the Mario Kart 64 version where I'd try to land on the boat and, like, stay on it, but I would constantly just die. Speaking of Nintendo 64, now that you bring up Mario Kart 64, do y'all remember Virtual Console? Why is that not a thing anymore? Why did we get rid of that? I'm a cacti now? Yep. I made like a shitty soy jack cacti. Because online, yeah, it's like the thing is I had so many Virtual Console games as a kid. I remember I had like pretty much every Mario 60, the Nintendo 64 one that you could buy with money. And then I would buy like the Sonic and Zelda ones too. There was a Sonic one that I could never ever beat. One thing I wonder is if they're gonna have Switch emulation, or GameCube emulation on the Switch too, why didn't they just put the Wii emulation in there too? Because it's Dolphin, it uses the same kind of hardware. Yeah, they can make more Wii remakes for $80. Yup, pretty much, now that I think about it. I don't know, remakes should not be full price. I think they should be half price. Also, this Joy-Con can emulate Wii's movement, though. I actually want to find a way to do that on Dolphin with a pair of Joy-Cons, because I'd like to play like Mario Galaxy 2, but I'm not doing that shit on a controller. It works alright on the Steam Deck if you use the touchpad, but... Some modders just revived the Wii Shop channel. Based. That is based. You regret not getting the GameCube when it was popular at the time, you just played on other people's houses? The GameCube had an insane lineup. I think it was better than the PS2, personally. It just had that many games. For the how many years, I think it was like only 4 to 5 years, it had so many games. Wow. Okay. Yeah, the PS2 did have the DVD players. I think the PS3 did too. And that's why it sold as well as the 360. About as well. I think the 360 was a little bit ahead. Oh my goodness, dude. Give me something good. Oh, hell yeah. And I dodged the shock. Let's go. That was lucky. You might get an official Wii controller to play your Guitar Hero ISOs on Dolphin? Me too. I kind of want to get one just for Mario Galaxy 2. Some third-party controllers work for that, but they aren't specific on which one. I know the PlayStation controller, you can have, like, pointing motion controls, but it feels weird pointing with a PlayStation controller. I think I unlocked the final course, or the final cup. Let's see. Yep, we'll do this one. Why not? Genuinely think Sony just doesn't like their consumer. Oh, I agree. What's that? Gameplay? Never heard of it? Basically Sony. What's that? You wanted another Last of Us remake? Here's the Last of Us remastered, remade, bundled with another remake and a remaster. Also, fuck you, Bloodborne fans. Oh yeah, we also got a upcoming remaster of Horizon. It's basically Sony right now. Wow, that is fucking stupid. I should not have got hit by that. Yeah, I seen The Last of Us Part 2. They couldn't even optimize a PS4 game on Steam. It's like, that's sad. Oh yeah, here's the Days Gone remaster as well, even though it looks nothing different, and we could have just made this an update. Or a PC port. Yeah, we're gonna remaster it. Wait, Wait, what's that? You guys aren't buying the remasters? You guys need to buy remasters so we can make more games, dude. I remember when they had the audacity to make that fucking article. Dude, holy shit, I'm just getting bombarded right now. Dude! Okay, now they're just fucking with me. Fairest Mario Kart race? I agree. It is the fairest Mario Kart race. I like this level. Yeah, Mario Kart Wii has to be the most unfair Mario Kart game, but I love it at the same time. Like, there's literally so many levels where you can do, like, these crazy glitches on. I'll see if I remember how to do one in a minute. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have went for that. Oh, shit. Yeah, I'm okay with remakes as long as they're of games that you can't really access anymore, or games that, let's say, don't run well or kind of show their age graphically. I don't mind that. Especially if you just kind of allocate another studio to doing it. Like, I know Demon's Souls had a remake where they kind of killed the art style, to be honest, but I feel like if they were to do that with some games and not kill the art style, that would be fine. Like, do it, yeah, you bring up the Resident Evil remakes, I agree. Those are really, really well done. Well, for the most part. I liked 4. We need 5 remade, though. I don't know if we're gonna get it, though. I love Resident Evil 5. I know that's a hot take, like, when it comes to Resident Evil. Like, I told my friend that, and he thought I was fucking crazy. What's over you getting a Steam Deck OLED 1TB? Good choice. I just got the base LCD because OLED wasn't out at the time, but I would just get a micro SD card, to be honest, dude. So you could buy the cheaper option and just put in your own SD card. Yeah, like the remake for Resident Evil 5 or 4 Snipes, they made it so you could move and shoot at the same time, which was a huge improvement to the game. Like, they should remake more games where they can do shit like that. Like, do the Armored Core games next, because those control like shit. I tried to play Armored Core 2. I tried to play, like, I think it was Armored Core 1 or 2, and that game, like, they never had the universal controls at the time, so you had to use the buttons to move the camera, and it just controlled, like, absolute shit. Haven't seen Kaboom on... Yeah, he quit commenting, like, 9 months ago. I don't think he's coming back. YouTube might have, like, paused his commenting, to be fair. Because I know when you spam, they can do that. And I went into my channel to check how many comments he left, and it was close to 2,000. Which is like, dude does not have a life. Yeah, they might have shadow banned him. It would have been funny to argue with him in Discord, but... What was he saying? Well, you can go watch the trilogy of videos if you want, but I'll sum it up here. It's basically, he would say that everyone who emulated was an autistic begging pirate that deserved cancer. Like, he was a huge Nintendrone. I made like a whole fucking series of videos on him. Like, one of them got nearly 100,000 views. It was called, like, Nintendo Fanboy... Neckbeard Nintendo Fanboy spends months coping in my comments. Because the dude went on for, like... I think it was, like, 8 or 9 months of just commenting. I hate how it lags every time I, past the checkpoint. I don't know why it does it, but it's probably an emulator thing. Yarg, I love piracy. Matey, jokes aside, I have Bowser's Inside Story for the DS emulated on mobile. I emulated that game, but I do kind of wish I had an official DS to play that game on, because it does make good use of the 2 screens. I know there is a remake as well, but I don't really care for the remake. I think the original I'd have a lot more nostalgia for, because I played it as a little kid. Oh, I had a 3DS in the past, it's just, they don't sell them anymore. Yeah, I have a physical copy of Double Dash. Dude, I'm not selling that shit because it's gonna go up in value for a lot of money. Breaking news, Phil Spencer wants Xbox Game Pass to grow. I feel like that's kind of his strategy, though, for the past 4 years. Like, a lot of us have known that. Do y'all know anywhere to get a good deal on an ROG? I mean, I got mine for 500 Canadian, which is like, I don't know, like 400 USD a while ago. But that was like a Christmas sale. That's my main emulation device. You gotta be kidding me, dude. Naughty Dog in the year 2130. Here's The Last of Us Part 1 remake, deluxe, reimagined, rebuild, next gen 5 or something advanced edition. I can see them doing that. The Laugh at Us. Yeah, The Laugh at Us Part 1 and 2. Yeah, they're not gonna release The Last of Us 3 because they make too much money milking The Last of Us 1 and 2 over and over again. And it's cheaper for them to just re-release the same shit. By Neil Drunkman. I'm gonna start calling them that. I remember somebody, I know this is off topic, but I remember somebody made a Call of Duty Zombies map of this exact Mario Kart course, and it's actually really good. I think I have it saved, like, somewhere in my B-roll, footage, so I might use it someday. The remake of Us Part 3? Yeah, there's more remakes and remasters in The Last of Us than actual entries. That's how much they've milked it. There are some people camping at San Francisco to get the Switch too. It's so pathetic and sad at the same time. Same energy before PS5 launches. Yeah, they're just doing it to fucking scalp it. People who do that shit are scalping. Scalpers make a fuck ton of money scalping, just being pieces of shit. I don't mind if you want to scalp fucking Jordans, but don't do it with consoles. Because the thing is with Jordans is, you're not really being locked out of doing anything by not having a certain Jordan, but when you scalp a system, it's like people actually can't access games that they want to play because you want to be a fucking scalper. It's very scummy. Maybe I should start scalping. Don't do it with systems. If you're gonna do it with shoes or something. With like Yeezys. They got a system in place to stop people from scalping the Switch too, though, where you have to be like, I don't know, 10 months of Nintendo Switch Online. Scalping with systems just shows how desperate people are. It does. Like, if it's to put food on the table, I won't really judge. Like, if you have kids that are gonna starve and you have to scalp to feed them, then it's like, whatever, but it's like some people are just fucking greedy. But I've seen people with no jobs because they're too lazy to get it, and they go down and they buy up every fucking classic Nintendo at the store, and they go sell them all on eBay. And the worst part about it is some of these scalpers work at the stores where these things come in, so they will wait until the second they hit the shelves. They will know the exact second they hit the shelves. They will buy them all up. They will use their fucking discount card. And then they will resell them. And it's like, at that point, I just want to fucking punch you. Let's do this one. Yeah, I have like 100 hours in Breath of the Wild, so I'll probably be able to get one. But I'm not paying for it, man. They got a price drop or else I'm not getting it. It's more so the games that I have an issue with, man. $80 for games. You know that's going to become the standard if they get away with it with Mario Kart. Yes, scalpers work at game stores, and they use their discount cards to buy up the entire stock. Like, I don't know if you know, like, people who work at retail stores, but a lot of them, they'll have, like, these 20% discount cards they can use, and they buy up the entire fucking stock. Yeah, it's Mario Kart. It's gonna sell no matter what, and the whole industry is gonna adopt the $80 price tag. You know they're gonna justify it with Assassin's Creed by saying, well, we spent 4 years on this game, and, you know, there's 2 characters and shit like that. Yeah, it's like the price of the system itself is, I guess, understandable considering it's 120 hertz and all that. And like, I did buy an ROG Ally and that was expensive. But $80 games is too much. It would be nice to see the industry crash, but what I worry about is people would just buy the games regardless. People are addicts, man. Modern gamers are fucking addicts. They will buy games priced... If Call of Duty was released at $150, they'd buy it. Looks like pre-orders sold out, not good at all. I mean, they did for the Wii U as well, so... And that's the scary part. Is there's so many people that are just so addicted to gaming, and they're kind of normies, so they won't play anything that's more than 3 years old because they think it looks like shit. Despite the fact that this game looks fine. And it's like, what, it's like 20 years old at this point? There's a lot of people out there who will refuse to play old games. Which is disgusting. Griffin said charging 100. How would that be a fucking good thing? Then you'd have like the fucking enhanced editions being at like $200. Gotta go now. Have a good night / day. You too, man. Yeah, there's no way you can play everything. I see that excuse a lot too. Oh, I have to play new games because I've played everything. It's, yeah, no you didn't. Yeah, they would justify it if they spent like 1,000, if they charged priced games at 1,000. Okay, maybe not 1,000, but I guarantee you 150 they would. Oh shit, I went down the down escalator. God damn it. Yep, there goes that. Are you serious, dude? If you tell most gamers to play like a GameCube game, they would be disgusted at you. And say, oh, that's old. He said it would kick all the fence sitters out? That's not a good thing. A lot of people who are fence-sitting the Switch, too, they really like Nintendo's games, and they've bought them in the past, but they're not liking the price of the Switch, too, and they're like thinking to themselves, do I really need this? What did Nintendo do this time? Oh, it's mainly just talking about all the events that transpired over the past few weeks. Oh, I saw the comment about sliced bread. I didn't see the full comment because I was in the middle of the race, but yeah, I seen something about like remaking sliced bread, which leave that one to Naughty Dog. Yeah, it's like I could afford the Switch 2 if I wanted to, but it's just I'm not justifying spending that much money on gaming right now when that money could go into stocks, it could go into anything else, really. Especially with the state of the economy, it's just, I don't really want to buy video games with that amount of money. I have no problem buying a $450 console, but then again, the games. That's what I take issue with. And that shit adds up after a certain amount of games. Because it might be $10 in the US, it's probably going to be closer to $14 in Canada, and then you slap taxes on that. And that's for every single individual game you buy. It's just, bro, that's insane. Put money into Counter-Strike skins, they're more stable than the stock market. Well, I like to buy a lot of, like, shit like Lego sets are good as well. Because they discontinue them after a year and you can sell them. Basically for increased profit. Like, you buy them for 70, a year later they're discontinued and you sell them for like 120. I always stick to cheap, but always fun and replayable indies. Last month I discovered one beautiful FPS for less than $5. What was the name of it? Because I might check it out. Because I really like FPS game. Oh my god, dude, I'm just getting destroyed. Metal Garden. I think I've heard the name before. I'll probably check it out. You've been playing Schedule 1. I've heard good things about it. I have a friend who enjoys it. Games like Schedule 1 are super unique, and it shows that, like, the creativity of, like, indie devs is insane sometimes. Like, you'd never see some creative, innovative shit like that from modern AAA. That's AA/indie shit for the most part. I hope it gets a console release and crossplay, so all my friends can play it together. Because a lot of my friends are on PlayStation, so... Aw, shit. Yeah, give it to this guy. Yeah, indie devs that put passion into their games make better games than AAA. Oh, absolutely. It's because they know they can't sell if they just make garbage, but AAA studios can just slap, like, a beloved IP onto something and then immediately... Bro, that is so bullshit! And of course this bullshit happens on the last race. Oh, golden mushroom, okay. This is why I love Mario Kart Wii. I mean, that golden mushroom came in clutch. I was talking to someone who hated the golden mushroom recently. I'll never understand the hate for that thing. God damn, bro. Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me. Always do not hit me with that fucking bullet bill. Okay. Bro. Did I still win the cup, I wonder? Nope. Wow. Okay. I don't even think I unlocked the new cup then. That is unfortunate. Wow, okay. Well, I'm gonna try that one glitch I was thinking of to see if it still works. Because I remember doing it as a kid. I had Rosalina. Is that how you got them? By just having Mario Galaxy Mega Man, Elric? Alright, let's see if this shit still works. Okay. I forgot to mushroom. I remember there's a glitch you could do here. Yup. There was a way to do it so you could get past the line there. And just skip an entire lap. Alright, I'll put what game here again. Alright, I put 2 games in the chat. Put Doom Eternal and Smash Bros. Brawl. I'm willing to play either. Oh, this is like really mixed right now. Okay, now we're getting closer to Brawl, so we'll do Brawl for now, and then I'll do like one mission of Doom Eternal. Super Smash Bros. Brawl. There we go. Yeah, Captain Falcon, now that you bring that up, said Zilla should have been in Mario because he's literally a racing character. Let's do classic, why not? Let's do normal. I think I used to play Fox. Have I played Earthbound? I did when I was younger. I had a virtual console. I'm gonna give myself 4 lives. You was a Mario main? Why is there a purple square? You only play Wii U and Ultimate? Wii U is really good. I played Ultimate too, that one's really good. My favorite was probably Wii U though, I'll be honest. There's just something about that game. I modded it as well, so that might be part of my bias. I remember there was a 3DS version too that I owned. Oh, you can't wave dash in this game. How do I shut this guy up? Can I fucking kill him? Someone modded Shin Godzilla into Super Smash Bros. Brawl. I have to try that. Alright, this guy's fucking pissing me off. No, I'm getting that fucking Pokeball. You're not getting another annoying summon. Dude, I remember Rossetti from Animal Crossing. That dude was so annoying. You gotta be kidding me. I forgot that shit kills you if you can't recover. I wish there was a way to play this shit online, because I would like to play this with viewers, but the thing is where it's a... The mushroom fucking shrank me? She smashes my bro till I brawl. Damn, that's unfortunate. You can do it on Smash by using Slippy? I'm not sure what that is. Isn't that like the frog from... I can't remember the name of the game. What does this do? Does it just blow smoke on the screen? Slippy is the software that allows you to play online through Melee and Brawl. That's the tool that Nintendo shut them down for? You're a winner. That's stupid. It's like, how old is that game now? Like 20-something years old? Why do they care? If they're not gonna update the game, why do they care if other people use, like, online tools to play it? And I did it again. No, no, I need that fucking Pokemon. They put out an update for the 3DS years later to screw over the mod. Oh shit, I'm fucked. Did he just do 38% damage in one hit to me? Okay. Yo, what's up, hamster? Welcome back. Damn, that's annoying. Bro, I'm just getting bodied right now. What the fuck? There we go. Yeah, bro. I think Meta Knight had like 3 recoveries. Which was just stupid. Yeah, I'm just playing cheesy as shit right now. Yeah, this level sucks. I forgot about this shit map. What's the news on Nintendo Bros? Basically everything that's been happening for the past 2 weeks, and the fact that they haven't made like a statement saying, yeah, we're gonna lower the price of the games or anything. I wish I could have got him there. Well, got him there. Can I just skip the target smash? What happens if I jump off the map? Well, it cleared it. Yeah, it has been pretty funny to watch the whole Switch 2 situation go down. Especially considering I was expecting the Switch 2 to kind of be the revival of AAA gaming. And I did not, like, it did not turn out as I expected. Which is not only disappointing, but it's kind of sad. It's because, like, Nintendo was the only hope I had left in the AAA industry. And now I just have no hope at all. It's like I'm just kind of hoping for a crash right now. Best Smash game? Melee. Cease and desisto never lowers the price. Either Melee or Ultimate's my favorite. I do like Ultimate, but I liked Melee, like having the wave dashing. How is that hitting me, bro? Did he just give me the middle finger? What are my gaming PC specs? 14900KF, 4070, and 32 gigs of RAM. Oh my god, I got a trophy! Alright, we'll do a level of Eternal now, why not? You're stuck with 4050? I mean, to be fair, you're not a content creator, though. So you wouldn't need the, like for me, most of my graphics card is streaming. Because I was fine with a 2070 for just gaming. So I feel like the 4050 would work fine. I have no idea what that's equivalent to in, like, let's say a 30 series equivalent, though. But a lot of my graphics card is not used for gaming itself. It's used for video streaming. But alright, I'm gonna lower the size of the screen here. I'm gonna just put it on low where I'm at 170 FPS. I'm gonna change the price, just let me know if that audio is good, because I can't really judge it for myself. Go a little bit higher. Let's see. Let's do... I'll turn off that. I like Urdak. Let's do Urdak. Hopefully the fiasco is just the whole 3DS situation. They lower the price. I doubt it. Maybe, though. Depends on how many people buy it. If people hold off, then maybe they will. Just let me know if that's too loud and I can lower it. You're gonna buy used Switch games? I don't blame you. I forgot I didn't have my charge. The golden weapons look so good. The fact that this is low graphic settings too is insane. They optimized this game so well.
Welcome.
You're gonna go now? Alright, see you, man. Oh, shit. You do feel like a fighter jet in Eternal now that you bring that up. Like, you feel so fucking fast in this game. Which I've had so many hand aches from playing this game. Wait, let me make sure this is... Hold on. Fit to screen. Alright, there we go. Yeah, Doug Bowser, I have no idea what he was thinking when he went ahead and said just buy the Switch 1. It's like, if you don't want to lower the price, I mean, I guess nobody can force you to. But don't come out and say something stupid that's gonna piss people off. That's why I said in my video that he just should have said nothing at all if that was going to be his response. Sometimes it's just better to keep your mouth closed. Yeah, the ID Tech engine is really good. I agree with you, Duxons. Or Duxons. I feel like Dark Age is supposed to be in the past where Doomslayer wasn't too OP yet. Well, it's a little bit different. I think Doomslayer is more OP, he's just slower. Because I've seen somebody like post like hours of gameplay. And you're like an absolute powerhouse, however you're slower. So you really feel the weight of the weapons more than you would in a game like Doom Eternal. IMO MW22 is the best Call of Duty before PO6. I like the gunplay in MW22, but I didn't like the maps. That was my biggest issue with it. I like the campaign a little bit. But my biggest issue is the maps, personally. They just grounded it? Well, yeah, that too. It's definitely... I don't mind a slower paced game, though, after Eternal, because you have your 2016, which is like your medium paced game, you have your Doom Eternal, which is your fast paced, and then you have your Dark Ages, which is more like the pace of Doom 1 and 2. I think it's nice to have different distinct experiences that feel different from each another. Imagine being in the perspective of a demon and just seeing a blurred death. I mean, that would be terrifying. This mission has such a nice aesthetic. It makes sense now why so many fucking commentary channels use this level as their background footage, even if they fucking suck at it. Doom 2016 is better. I kind of like it mixed between the two. I feel like if Doom 2016 had as many levels as Eternal, I'd like it better. And my reason for it is I just really like the atmosphere. Like, it really makes you feel like you're in hell. Ah, Marauder. Alright, let's get this guy. Got him. Doom 2016, you definitely feel like it's more grounded, which I think is more fun on controller, personally. Like, back when I played both games on console, I liked 2016 way better.
You must get the other teleporter rings aligned before it's too late. The gate must be reactivated.
Marauder is so badass in his mini-boss, but then he just becomes an inconvenience. It's actually hilarious. I agree. Like, he just becomes like a nuisance later in the game, but when you first find him, he's like terrifying. It's like, oh shit. Whoops. But yeah, I am definitely open to a more slower-paced Doom game. But the thing is, you can speed it up if you want, and that's what I really like about the difficulty sliders about in Doom the Dark Ages. It's like, if you want that Doom Eternal experience, you could turn up the sliders, or if you want it to be slower, you could even turn it down, which I think is a super cool thing, and I feel like I wish they went back and added it to these games as well. But I get why they don't do it, because they want people to try out the new game. But don't you know the game is going to be unoptimized because of more difficulty sliders? Well, at least according to Trump Card Media reviews, it is. I wonder if he's going to have any video on the game when it comes out. Have I seen the new Kako Demon? I've seen it. It looks like something from Quake more so than Doom. That's just me. I mean, I think it looks cool, but I think it looks more like a Quake enemy. Is he still he talked about me for like a month after I made my video on him, like he was just crying in the comments. But I haven't checked him recently. But he would like rage at everyone who came into his comments and said that they watched my content. Like someone said Sneaky's right about you, and he says like, oh, nobody sucks more balls than Team Litu. Let's use this. Oh, hail the king of Litu. You have Game Pass, you can play the game day one. Same here. I'll probably play it on console if it's de novo. But it depends on if I'm working or not, I might make a review. The thing is reviews, you gotta get them out so fucking early. And there's sometimes where I gotta work like a couple days, like in a row, and like if that's when the game comes out, then I'm kinda shit out of luck. I'm glad more people aren't letting Nintendo get away with this shit anymore. The thing is, they started with the Switch. Like I started noticing a lot of greedy practices with the Switch. A lot of re-releases for full price. The Nintendo Switch Online, the first time you ever had to pay for online with Nintendo. Just a lot of like emulator strikes and stuff. Like the Switch is when I first started noticing their greed. It comes out on the 14th, May 12th if you bought the premium edition. I'm broke, bro. I'll probably just play it when it comes out, like the regular release date. Like if it was like 2 weeks early access, I'd pay for it, but 2 days is really nothing. Yeah, you never get Nintendo discounts anywhere. That's the thing. It's like, it's not only where you live, they just do not put their games on sale. Yeah, I remember Mario Maker too, because I had that game, and I remember like going to play it online, like a little while after Nintendo Switch Online was like mandatory for that game. And I was like, I literally can't play the game I bought. I spent full price for this game, yet I can't play it. Give a 5-finger discount. Yeah, this year is going by really fast, David. It does feel like it just started, like... Well, I mean, it didn't start too long ago. It was like 4 months. Like, it's about a quarter of the way over. But that is crazy that it's still already a quarter of the way over. Nintendo fanboys are like Disney adults. They don't care what greedy shit the company does. They just want to consume. That's my favorite execution in the game, just using the spike up through his mouth. Just consume the product, dude. Don't ask any questions. Okay, something's still shooting at me here. I forget where I had to go here. It's been a while. Ah, it's in here.
By awakening the icon of sin inside her, the seal is broken. Now the demons may pass through the void as never before. You have brought her people eternal damnation. But it was arrogant to bring the dormant icon here. Her hubris has shattered paradise.
Holy shit, I've been streaming for almost 4 hours now. I just realized. Wow. That is honestly insane to think about. Probably the longest stream I've ever done.
Get to the landing platform and pass through the portal. Earth does not have much time left.
I'm gonna sleep. It's 1:30 a.m. LOL. Take care, bro. Your vids are great, and good luck with your future videos. Have fun. Hey, man. Thanks. I appreciate it. Yeah, this is like... I'll probably have to end stream after this level because holy shit, dude. That is just not healthy. I've just been having a lot of fun, so I kind of lost track of time, man. It's 7:33 for you? Yeah, I have Eastern time on my computer, despite the fact that that's not actually the time zone where I live in, so it says 7:33 on my computer as well. It's just where that's my viewer's most common time zone, that's why I put it there. What? Okay, I just hit this, I think. Yeah. Did I just speedrun the section with the monkey bars? Not really, it's just... I kinda learned, like, the little tricks to skip that sort of shit, like, after playing through the level so many times for B-roll footage. How fast can I kill that boss, I wonder? That's one. Come on, let me hit him. Damn, I'm destroying this guy. One more health bar. That was fucking fast. Okay, I'm gonna drop the Discord link in the thing there now. And I'm gonna close out Eternal. Cause holy shit, I have been going for literal hours at this point. But, yeah, I'm gonna put it... okay, let's open up Discord. Invite people. Okay, it says hidden use. I gotta turn off my streamer mode. Invite people. There we go. Anyway, I'm gonna end stream now because, man, that was 4 hours, dude. And I am fucking tired. I've been up for over 24 hours at this point. And I'm just exhausted. I did a stream at the very end to keep myself up. And, like, holy shit, dude. I appreciate you guys all stopping by. I had a lot of fun. And, yeah, that is gonna do it for today's stream. Peace, guys.